What an amazing, gifted brother. We are thrilled to be introducing this next guest to you. He comes to us all the way from Tortola in the British Virgin Islands. He is the senior pastor of the Cane Garden Bay Baptist Church. Put your hands together for Reverend Dr. Melvin A. Turnball. Hey, Brother Turnball.
Come on, somebody give him praise.
Yeah. Give God the praise.
Oh, what a mighty God we serve.
Isn't it amazing?
Man.
It's exciting. Sometimes we get on fire here, and we don't apologize for it. I am not ashamed, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. For it is
the power
of salvation unto who believes. Everyone that believeth.
But you know what? We also have this treasure.
Yes.
Sometimes I think, me, of all the people, that God will dare to deposit his treasure in an earthen vessel like me. You know, it's just amazing.
Yes, yes it is.
It's just amazing.
I preached that sermon just a week or so ago somewhere. I did. And you know, that's what I was talking about. This God put a treasure. This God who made the sun. This God who set earth to spinning. This God who made flesh stick together. This God, 70% water. This God put a treasure in me.
Yeah, but you know what I like about that?
What?
Here's what he says.
What?
For it is God who works in you, both to will and to do of his own pleasure. And he who hath begun a good work in you will finish it. Now, what I hear him say, and this is the amazing thing. Listen, God, what he does is, he says, I will make you want to do my will. I will you to will my will. Then I'll turn around and do my will in you, and then give you the credit.
What a great God. What a great God.
Oh, man.
It's amazing. You know, and he's always calling.
Always.
Do you know how many thousands, millions of calls God has made during this broadcast?
Wow.
He's used you already since you sat down.
Yeah.
Probably 100 times to speak to somebody. He's used me. He's used every artist, every guest, every minister. Oh, Lord, he used Cheryl.
You know, there is something about God that, well, everything about him is amazing.
Yes.
But one of the things I really treasure is that before I knew my name, like he said to Jeremiah, long before you were born, I formed you and I ordained you. And listen to what he says. I put a mark on you. A whole lot of us should have been dead.
Yes.
Should not have been here. But nobody could have stopped us because it says, I got a mark on you and nobody can touch you.
My Lord. You know, I mean, although pain strikes us and disease from time to time, and we have to face the vicissitudes, my father used to say, of life. I always wondered, I said, Daddy, what does that word mean, vicissitudes? You know, son, the vicissitudes of life. I said, Daddy, I'm 7. What is vicissitudes? But he got me to learning exactly what it is. And then life and the blues helped me to know what vicissitudes are.
Okay.
They're the difficulties that we have to face. But in spite of all of that, God is.
Yes.
And he's got his hand of love on us. Isn't that wonderful?
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Talk about blessings at Christmas. I mean, you're talking about whatever you want to talk about. But let's talk about that idea of the blessings of the Lord for a minute.
The blessings of the Lord. As I sit and think about this, in the light of who he is, his sovereignty, the brother says he's futuristic. One other brother says God is, God is was, and God is will. So wherever you go, he is. So he's not taken by surprise. So when I think about the blessings of God, you see, a lot of times we confuse the blessings of God with a whole lot of things. Yeah, material things, they are fringe benefits. But the blessings of God comes with peace. See, a whole lot of folk have money. Whole lot of folk have all kind of cars, but they can't sleep at night.
You know it's right.
So, you know, the devil also blesses people. So you got to be careful when you talk about I'm blessed. But you will know when you're blessed when you have peace with your blessing.
All right.
Yeah. So the blessings of God, a lot of times what we think are curses are actually blessings. I think about Joseph, for example, my brother. Joseph, when you look at his life, he was a little boy, you know, he had a dream. And one of the things, he was not mature enough to know that you can't share your dream with everybody.
That's right.
Because not everybody, including your brothers, really love you. In fact, a whole lot of people are jealous.
Yes.
You know, we got the haters out there.
Yeah, the haters are there.
But here's what happened.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Come on now. Hey, no, when it comes to Jesus, get in the game.
There you go.
Get in the game with Jesus.
Because he is the beginning and the end. Here it is. Joseph had this dream that one day he was going to be great. He dared to tell his brothers. You thought they would be glad for him.
Yeah.
There's somebody listening right now that's in that position. They thought their family and their friends would be glad for them. But no sooner than they shared their dream, they started hating them. Well, the story continues. Joseph grew up. His father loved him. And that's another thing. You see, his father loved him, and I think he loved the other son. But then the father started blessing his son apparently more than the others. And that infuriated them even more. So he gave him a coat of many colors. You got to watch that.
Yes.
So he was actually a target for what you might want to call curse. But watch this. He grows up. He's able to interpret dreams because of his gifting. And this is another thing. Your gifting will make room for you, but it is your character that will keep you. See, that's the problem. So your gift is not all you need. You need to be built up in your character. Watch where this is going. So Joseph now, he ends up, fast forwarding, he ends up in the pit because his brother decided, well, we're going to kill him. They couldn't do it. Said we're going to sell him.